had a great success with it. For anyone that doesn't know, Nathan and I were a couple weeks ago, or maybe a month or so ago, on a creative live session that he hosted, and we did the same exact thing. We taught our customers how to use Facebook and Heyo specifically on how to double your email list. And since that webinar, people have been watching it and getting feedback to us. You know, and it's surprising because it's not that people are saying, well, I had a little bit of success. They're having gangbuster success, which I think is really amazing. So Nathan and I happen to make a really good team for this. So we wanted to bring with you as much information and like really actionable advice and tactics that we could to kind of get going with Facebook and growing your email list. A little bit of background on me quick. I am actually the content marketing manager over here at AWeber. And what my responsibility is here is to make sure that all of the information and education that leaves out of AWeber is really tailored to small and medium-sized businesses. We have a lot of authors, a lot of professional coaches, a lot of business coaches, a lot of health coaches for that matter too. So our business is your business, and we're also, you know, a small business up here in the hills, a little north of Philadelphia. But what I really focus on and what the AWeber team really focuses on is to help you grow your digital marketing so that you can have a stronger and more successful business. So Nathan and I are going to just drink Red Bull and get you tons of information today. So let us know what we can do to help you.
I love that, Lynette, and I've got a picture up here, obviously, of you and I tag teaming. But I think you even had a better selfie you just posted directly to your personal Facebook of us having a ton of fun at Creative Live, right?
It was a lot of fun.
And we had matching glasses.
We do.
Good taste, right? Well,
we're like the Wonder Twins.
Like the Wonder Twins. Well, all of you guys joining us right now, we literally have hundreds of people checking in on Twitter, and I want to let you guys know. So Brenda Enns, Caregiver's Caregiver, RetrainYourBrain.biz, Sandy Mathis, and all the hundreds of others that are checking in on Twitter. We have Lauren, Chris, and Christina from the Heyo team on Twitter. We have them in the GoToWebinar chat. So they're there to answer your questions and talk back and forth with you, because the next 30 minutes, we are going to consider a massive failure unless every single one of you listening right now takes away practical strategies you can use to double your AWeber email list using Facebook. So Lynette, with that, I think we're ready to jump into the content.
Excellent. Let's roll.
All right, guys, let's get going. Again, my name is Nathan Latka, and in the next 30 minutes, you're going to learn the following. We're getting started. So those of you that kind of had us tuned out, I want you to tune back in, push your cell phone at least 5 feet away from your body so you're not distracted, shut down your Gmail and your email accounts, put away Skype, and focus on my screen. Because in the next 30 minutes, you're going to learn how a marketing manager with no technical skills launched a Facebook campaign that converted at 30%. Next, I'll show you the 6 pieces that every Facebook contest needs to succeed and 6 case studies that captured over 7,000 emails. Now, this is going to be perfect for people like Ramona Remsat that just checked in on Twitter, along with Dan Oler and Wayne Kosman, who just checked in on Twitter. You know, Wayne Kosman, who just, again, checked in on Twitter, he doesn't have a PhD in computer science, right? He's just an entrepreneur and a small business owner that's trying to double his email list. So you're going to learn those 2 things. And then lastly, I'm going to show you how you can copy these strategies to build your email list, drive engagement, and increase sales with your Facebook page. So if you're somebody like Carolyn Atkins, who we talked about before the call, and you're selling embroidered goods to your customers, you'll know exactly what strategies you can use to increase your sales, again, using your Facebook page. So why should you tune in and listen intently and take notes over the next 30 minutes? Well, that's me. That's my best version of a Jonas Brothers pose you're ever going to see me do. Lynette, you love it.
I do.
So guys, I'm Nathan, founder and CEO of Heyo, and you can actually, guys, talk to me live during this webinar by using my Twitter handle at Nathan Latka. I have Twitter up on a side screen here, and I've got the webinar presentation on the other. So feel free to talk to me. And here's why you should focus in. About 3 or 4 years ago, we started here at Heyo thinking about how to help small businesses on Facebook. And we built our fan page called Facebook Marketing FBML for Dummies to over 100,000 likes with no ad spend. Additionally, after we built that page, Do you guys all know the Wiley series? You know, they publish those black and yellow books that say, you know, blank and blank for dummies. Well, the Facebook Marketing for Dummies crew reached out to us and decided to publish our content in that dummies book, which then sent our entire company on a cross-country tour where we were speaking on stage. This first picture right here, so if you're not watching right now, you should take a look at where my mouse is, right? And you're going to see that on this screen, I was talking up in Judson University in Chicago on stage with a former president of the United States discussing the importance of small business growth in the U.S. You know, that's people like, you know, Andrew Adelis that's joined us and Randy Chavers and Art Livesey. I talked about why it's important to our overall economy that you guys are growing your businesses. And that includes Barbara Bendig and Robin Farmer and everybody else listening right now. That led Lynette to additional speaking opportunities across the country, including this private art gallery in New York to some of the top social media professionals you'll ever know. We then got featured on a Creative Live course with Sue Zimmerman, where we talked about how to use Facebook and Instagram together to increase your engagement. And most recently, as Lynette just articulated, Lynette and I shared the stage at Creative Live, where we presented to over 14,000 small business owners exactly how to use Facebook to double your email list. We even had a live in-studio audience. And Lynette, they even made me put on freaking makeup. I mean, that was a little weird, but I did it.
You looked amazing.
Oh, thank you. You did too. You didn't even need the makeup. But, you know, what's important, guys, is over this time span, we focused on data, research, the real things that you guys can do right now to have success. And because of that data-driven and research-driven focus, we've been featured on all Facebook. The Wall Street Journal and I did a comprehensive report on the effective ad price increase on Facebook of 127% in Q2 of this year. We've been featured on Yahoo Finance when we raised $2 million from a Forbes billionaire that we could reinvest in you guys by creating software that helped you double your email list online. Social Media Examiners featured us along with Jeff Boulos, Inside Facebook, the AWeber blog, and a bunch of other outlets. So that is a bit about me, guys. But what would be great now is if I could learn a little bit about you. Go ahead and answer the poll that you see on your screen right now and tell me who you are. Are you a self-employed or home business owner? Are you a small business that does at least $100,000 in annual revenue? Are you a consultant that manages 1 to 15 clients? Or are you an agency that has at least 15 clients that you're serving? Go ahead and answer the poll that you see on the screen right now. Okay, I see about 72% of you have voted. I'm not going to move forward until at least 76% of you have voted. So if you're not looking at my screen right now, go ahead and look at my screen and answer that poll for me so we can move forward. Great. Lynette, any guesses to what the majority of the audience selected?
Well, you know, I'm going to say I have a pretty good pulse of what the AWeber community is, so I know because I was one before I came over to AWeber. I'm going to say total self-employed small business. We are entrepreneurs to our core. That's my guess.
Here are the results, Lynette. You are dead on. So we had over 700 folks respond to this live, and 72% of you guys are self-employed or home business owners. The other 13% are small business with 100K in revenue. We've got 3% of you are agencies, and 11% of you are consultants. So Lynette, man, you got a pulse right where it should be. All right. Awesome. That's great, guys. Thanks for telling me a bit about yourself. Now, here's what I want to let you know. At the end of the webinar, we're going to have live Q&A. I'm going to show you our highest converting campaign ever. And Lynette is also going to pick a winner to our Heyo Notes contest. The way you enter is I'm going to tell you during the webinar when you should take notes. And then take a picture of your notes, whether it's on your desktop or a physical notepad, and tweet it to us using hashtag Heyo Notes. And Lynette, I want you to watch that feed during the webinar because I'm going to ask you to pick a winner at the end for them to win a free Heyo t-shirt. Sound good?
That's exciting, but you know what, Nathan? You've never sent me one yet
Oh
either.
my gosh, I will get you one. I will get you one, I promise.
I know.
We'll get you one mailed by the end of the week. Jay, can we make that happen? Okay, cool. All right, hashtag Heyo Notes. That's the thing you want to write down to submit your notes. Okay, let's get into the content, guys. Again, in the next 30 minutes, you're going to learn about this marketing manager that's a lot like you guys, the 6 things every Facebook contest needs to double your email list, and how you can copy these strategies to build your list, drive engagement, and increase sales. And lastly, you'll want to stay till the end of the webinar where we'll have live question and answer. We'll choose a winner for the Heyo Notes contest, and I'll show you our top converting campaign ever. You really won't want to miss that, and it will surprise you. So let's get into the first segment. 1, how a marketing manager with no technical skills launched a Facebook campaign that converted at 30%. So I want you guys to first understand what I'm talking about when I discuss launching a Facebook contest. Take a look at my screen right now and look where my mouse is right now, where you see the dotted orange line. In today's world, when you launch a Facebook contest to double your email list, this is where it will reside on Facebook, okay, right here where my mouse is. Now, I now want you to meet Milena, okay, because Milena launched one of these apps. Take a look at her. There she is, upper right of the page. Wave to Milena on Twitter, all right? So you can see she launched this campaign for one of her clients, okay? She's also a small business owner of Out and About Marketing. And look at the results she got in the teal bar across the top of my screen. Look at these results. So you can see, guys, if you're looking at my screen, Milena got 17,000 impressions. She captured 4,500 email addresses for a 30% conversion rate. How many of you would love 4,500 new emails on your Aweber list? You know where it is. You go to the back end of your Aweber list, you hit the refresh button on reports, you see the little bar graph that has green bars and yellow bars when you get new subscribers, and when you guys refresh that and you see it grow, you get excited. Imagine that growing by 4,500. Lynette, that's pretty meaningful, right?
It is. Heck, I would take that for my personal list.
There you go. I'm going to show you guys, if you keep watching again, how Milena did this, okay, without spending $1 on ad spend. Notice it was also mobile optimized. Now, if you guys want to take advantage of these notes that we're doing here and retweet them to your friends because you'll look really, really intelligent when you do that, we're posting all of these live under the hashtag Heyo Notes. So you can, again, keep your Twitter feed open at Heyo Notes and you can retweet these and share them as we go along. So that's Milena. Next, I want you to meet Paul. Check him out. Here he is. Upper right of my screen, this is Paul, and oh my gosh, this guy is a hoot. I mean, he's got a thick Boston accent up there on the Cape. He runs a brick and mortar location called Nicollet Island Inn, and you can see the results he got. 1,200 impressions, 716 emails, and guys, look at that conversion rate. So you might be thinking, how did he get a 60% conversion rate? I'll walk you through exactly how he did that using 6 specific strategies here in a second. Now, let me ask you guys quickly, just tell me in the GoToWebinar questions, how many of you guys run a brick and mortar location? Tell me in the GoToWebinar question, just say I do if you run a brick and mortar location. Okay, I see Tunda Major, Brian Bender, Patricia Manning said I do, Steve Debris, Melissa, Charisse, Ronnie Cunningham, Greg. Again, tell me I do in the GoToWebinar questions if you're like Paul and you run a brick and mortar location. All right, so a lot of you guys run brick and mortar locations. That's interesting. So thanks for letting me know about that. What I'm going to do now is move back forward, and I want to introduce you to Amy Lombard. Now, you already met Milena, who captured 4,500 emails. You met Paul, who got a 60% conversion rate with a Facebook contest. Now, this is Amy. I want you to read a little bit about Amy because Amy, guys, is a lot like the 72% of you guys who are self-employed or a home business. Go ahead and read the black text across the top of my screen right now. So now that you guys have read that, what you're going to see here is Amy launched this campaign with no technical skills, and she sold more of her bags. That's an important thing I want to push on this webinar is we're not only doubling our email list, but Lynette, like a lot of AWeber customers, I imagine everybody wants new revenue, right?
Yeah, exactly. Especially this is the time of year that everybody's kind of looking to, get their revenue up, get their sales up, and kind of level set for going forward for 2015 as well.
Yeah, strategic planning. How am I going to drive another $3,000 a month in revenue? Well, potentially you're going to build your email list using these strategies, email market these bags to them, and drive that additional revenue for you and your family to enjoy. Right?
Absolutely.
All right, cool guys. So again, you just met Milena, who captured 4,500 emails. You met Paul, who got a 60% conversion rate, and you met Amy, who did all of this without knowing a line of code. Here are some additional campaigns I want you to look at. Take a look at my screen. Jeremy Stein launched this campaign on his Facebook page, and take a look at those results. You're going to see here Dan Oler, Jackie Cooper, Megan Morris, and Kristen Yee. Jeremy got 18,000 impressions, captured 6,500 emails for a 34% conversion rate, and he strategically used 6 tactics that I'm about to teach to you so you can aim for getting these same kinds of results. So that's Jeremy Stein. Here's another one. This is Lake Lovers, and this is a holiday campaign that they've launched. So if you're watching right now thinking, I want to get a holiday campaign launched, but I don't have a developer and I need to do it quick, well, you're a lot like Lake Lovers. I'll show you how to get a holiday campaign launched quickly here in a second. One that converts at over 55%, a lot like what Lake Lovers did here. Lastly, I want you to check out this one because it's so unique. They gave away this hat, okay? And this hat they named after one of their Facebook fans. So, I mean, talk about engagement. This one was highly strategic and it worked really well as evidenced by the results you see in the bottom right, where they got 10,000 impressions, captured 8,400 emails for a 78% conversion rate. So really successful campaign here. And lastly, this is the I Love Camping fan page. You can see they use these 6 same strategies, and you can see the results they got in the bottom right. They chose to give away excess inventory. That's a great idea for you guys listening right now that make physical products, is to use as an incentive excess inventory so you're not discounting your core product. So, heck, we're only 15 minutes in the webinar. I told you you'd get 6 case studies. I've already showed you 6 case studies. What I want to do now is go in and specifically go over how you can use and copy these case studies to get your own results. But first, jot down these ideas in your notes. This is a company that launched a photo contest, okay, on Facebook strategically to double their email list and drive engagement. They posted a picture of a bottle with a blank label on it, and they asked their fans to submit label designs, and the one that got the most votes would then win the label. So their fans were literally controlling their product line. Lynette, pretty inventive, isn't it?
It is, and the thing that I love about this is that, Heyo gives this great opportunity, and then you can put your creativity inside of it that will connect with your potential audience.
Exactly, and this worked so well, very engaging. All of you listening right now who are self-employed or home business owners, you can do the same thing. Here's another example of a way to engage your fan base in a fun way that you probably haven't done before. This is a refer a friend campaign. You can see here this company asked their fans to enter their email. They then gave a link to people that put in their email, and then those people got points when their link got clicks. So their fans competed with each other using this brilliant refer a friend contest, which also, again, captures the email to build your AWeber list. So really important. Okay, we've already been jam-packed with value, but I want to move forward now into the second thing I told you you would learn, and that is the 6 pieces every Facebook contest needs to succeed. Guys, tell me the GoToWebinar questions real quick. I'm going fast because we've got so much data. Are you with me or what? Tell me the GoToWebinar questions. Are you with me or what? Who's learning something? Lynette?
I hope everyone drank as much coffee as we did going into this, because you got to listen fast, need the caffeine to do it.
Well, and I see Kang Vang said, yes, let's rock this, Nathan. Pat Baker said, great ideas. So did Alex Mittler, so great. Guys, let's move forward into step 2. Now, you're going to want to get your notepad ready because I've got a lot of notes here that I want you to write down. These are the 6 pieces you need to build into your Facebook contest to double your email list. The first, make sure you have a strong incentive. Go ahead and look at my screen right now. So make sure you have a strong incentive. I see people all the time, they give away an iPad or an Amazon gift card or something like that. The problem with doing that is you're just going to get a bunch of bad email leads from people that just want a free iPad. You must put an incentive up there that emotionally aligns with your fans. And Lynette, I know this is important to you as well, right?
It is. You know how crazy it makes me when you give away something as an incentive that is completely unrelated to your business.
It makes no sense. So guys, the first thing you should be writing down on your notepad under the 6 things every Facebook contest needs to succeed is 1, strong incentive. And if you're curious about what incentive you should use, stay tuned until the end of the webinar, where you'll have a chance to win 11 ideas that will give you, that'll work in any industry, for you to give away. The second thing you want to write down on your notepad is create urgency. Your campaign will not convert if you don't encourage the fan or viewer to take action now. That's because there's so many distractions on Facebook, ranging from event invites, notifications, new friend requests, messages, and more. Now, based off our tests, okay, and this test includes a sample size of over 250,000 campaigns that we've launched over the past 3 to 4 years, you want to make that countdown be exactly 7 days. Write that down. A contest countdown should be 7 days or less left on it. If it's longer than that, that's too much time. So people are going to say, I won't enter now, I'll come back later. If it's shorter than that, it's not enough time to create momentum. So the second note you should have on your notes is create urgency. And thank you for Penny Kelly for already submitting your notes using hashtag Heyo Notes. Write that down. Create urgency. 3, make it easy to enter. Make it easy to enter. Do not be vague. You want to tell your fans exactly how they win by featuring them in an email opt-in on the first step. So bonus, guys, here, we made this extremely easy for Aweber customers. You don't have to do any code. When you put the email opt-in here, you can directly say, I want all these emails that I collect from my Facebook fans to go specifically into this Aweber list, where Lynette, they can use Aweber to do things like autoresponders and things like that, right?
Absolutely. Autoresponders is one of our big strengths. I used them before I came here, and we use them extensively even internally. So we eat our own dog food, and they work phenomenally.
So guys, a strategy you can use to piggyback off what Lynette just said is when you drop them into your Aweber list, set up an autoresponder that immediately tells them, thanks for entering the contest, come back in 2 days to see if you won, right? So you're now re-engaging your fan base. This is how you get over the fact that Facebook is decreasing the reach on so many pages. Okay, the fourth thing you want to do is let your fans market for you. Let your fans market for you. In fact, I'm curious, guys, you know, we all don't have huge budgets, right? We're small business owners and we're self-employed. What on average, guys, tell me in the GoToWebinar questions, on average, what do you guys spend monthly on marketing? Tell me in the GoToWebinar questions. On average, what do you guys spend monthly on marketing? Just a ballpark is fine. And I won't read these out loud. I know this is a little bit more sensitive. I just want to get an idea. About how much do you spend monthly on marketing? And Lynette, I love this. We're seeing different kinds of currencies and denominations because we have an international audience, which is kind of cool. And I love, Aaron Murphy said, well, it's not just a hard cost, it's also my time. Aaron, I'm so glad you said that, because If you guys keep watching this webinar, I'm going to show you how you can launch this kind of campaign in very little time. So you can spend more time, Aaron, with your family and friends and save up to get on that next vacation you want to go on. Okay, so I see a lot of you guys, you have different ranges of budgets. Well, the critical thing to remember is the following, right? We all don't have massive budgets. So if you can get free impressions like Milena did, she got 18,000 impressions for free, you have to be creative about getting your fans to market for you. Here's how you do it. Under the AWeber email opt-in, you ask your friends to click like, click share, and click tweet. When you do that, here's what happens. People click like, share, and tweet, and all of a sudden you have one person turning into 5, and so on and so forth. So when you do that, again, you're essentially turning your Facebook fans directly into marketers for you. And I'll break down exactly how that works here in a second. But for the meantime, write down the 4th note, which is let them market for you to get free traffic with no ad spend. Okay, the 5th note you should write down is brand trust. You guys have all built really strong brands. You want to put your logo in the upper left and a description of your contest in the bottom right so you can piggyback off the brand trust you've already built. So to summarize so far, make sure you guys look at your notes as I review these so you have them all written down. The 6 things you need included in a Facebook contest for you to double your email list is 1, a strong incentive, 2, an urgent countdown 7 days or less, 3, make it easy to enter with an AWeber opt-in, 4, let them market for you with a like, share, and tweet button, 5, build brand trust, and 6 is you must make it mobile optimized. Tweet what I'm about to say out. Open up your Twitter, new tweet screen right now. Are you ready? 48% of Facebook's daily users only use mobile. Not desktop and mobile, they only use mobile. So if you don't launch a mobile version of your campaign, you're literally cutting your potential new leads in half. That's just like taking a chainsaw to your waist and cutting off your legs. You can't walk and it doesn't feel good, right, Jay? It doesn't feel good at all. So you want to make sure you have a mobile optimized campaign as well. And here's what that might look like. Okay, once you've got your campaign launched, we're going to give you basically a smart URL. Now, a smart URL is like a URL with a brain. Okay, a smart URL is like a URL with a brain. And here it is. Take a look on my screen. So that URL is really smart. If somebody clicks that from a mobile device, they'll go to the mobile version of the campaign. If they click the same link from their desktop, they'll go to the desktop version of the campaign. So it's highly, highly efficient and does all the work for you. These were the results from this campaign, okay, from Amy's campaign specifically. 582 new email leads, and she sold more bags. And these are the 6 tactics that all those other case studies I showed you earlier use to get free traffic, to double their email list using a Facebook contest. So I want to make sure you guys wrote all of those down, okay? And again, this is how Amy did it. She did it with no coding, she did it quickly, and she sold more bags using Heyo. So, guys, tell me real quick on Twitter or GoToWebinar, would you like to see how you can do this too? Lynette, if you want, if we have time, I can actually go into a live demo using somebody on the call. Should I do that?
Oh, I think that would be a brilliant idea.
Okay, do you have anybody in mind? Are you seeing anyone really active on Twitter that you think would be a good example?
I'm probably going to pull from Twitter, probably Paul Mumford or Lynn Wicker.
Okay, Paul Mumford. And what is Paul's website?
Paul's website.
You know from the Twitter description?
I'm going to go in right now.
Okay, great. And I'm going to see if I can find Paul.
It's mumfordphysed.com.
Okay. Mumford, F-I-Z?
F-Y, no, I'm sorry. I didn't wear my glasses today. MUMFORD, PHYSED.com.
Okay, let's check him out here. And what I'm also going to do at the same time is see if I can find his name was Paul.
Yep.
Okay, Paul Mumford. Paul, let me see if I can find you in the chat, excuse me, in the GoToWebinar questions here. And I'm going to try and unmute you. Paul. Okay, Paul Mumford. I'm not seeing Paul in here. Lynette, is there another one that was that you picked off Twitter?
Absolutely, Lynn Wicker.
Okay, Lynn Wicker. Yep, and I see her. So we've got Lynn here. And Lynn Wicker, it looks like Lynn is with the John Maxwell group. I'm going to go unmute Lynn. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And those of you that are watching right now and you're wondering, how do I actually do this? This is where you really want to pay attention. So Lynn Wicker, I have you unmuted. Do you by chance have your microphone connected?
Hi, this is Lynn.
Hey, Lynn, how are you?
Hi, I'm great.
Good. Hey, lean in for me a little bit closer to your microphone.
Okay, is that better?
You sound great now. Hey, tell me real quick. We're going to use you as a live example. Tell me about your business.
Well, I am a speaker, trainer, and life coach, and I'm also an author.
And what are you? How are you right now using Facebook?
Okay, I couldn't hear very well.
How are you right now? How are you using Facebook?
How am I using Facebook? I have a personal page and an author fan page.
Great. What I'm going to do, Lynn, is I'm actually going to go into one of these. Is it cool if we use you as a live example?
Yes.
Okay, great. What I'm going to do, because we have a little bit of an echo, is I'm actually going to mute you right now. Now, second. Okay, guys, so here is the strategic actually how-to. These are the steps you take. I'm going to use Lynn Wicker as an example. Watch my screen. Here we go. I'm going to start by going to heyo.com. Okay, I'm going to start by going to heyo.com. And once I'm logged on, what I'm first going to do is set up a new business. So if you're not watching right now, guys, you want to pay careful attention to my screen. I'm going to add a new business right here. I'm going to call it Lynn Wicker. Did you get it, Christina? Okay, we've got Lynn Wicker. Okay, I'm going to name the business, save the business, because Lynn is an author and a coach. And then this is where things get fun for all of us, okay? We're going to want to go in here and pick Run a Social Contest. You guys all following me? Run a Social Contest. And we're going to select Sweepstakes over here on the right. Now, notice we have a photo contest, refer a friend contest, group deal, video, lead capture templates, which you guys can use to build your email list as well, along with templates that allow you to put your Pinterest, Instagram, and YouTube right on your Facebook page. But we're going to focus on the Sweepstakes one for now. I'm going to load it up and click Save and start editing. Now, the first thing I want to do is, again, build that brand trust by putting the logo in the upper left of the screen. And for this particular logo, what I'm going to use, Lynn, is I'm going to open up your Facebook page. I'm going to take a look at, okay, so Center for Innovative Educational Solutions. So CIES is your brand. I'm going to copy the image URL. And I'm simply going to drop that up here in the upper left. So there's your logo. Okay. The next thing we want to do you guys remember? Tell me in the GoToWebinar questions. How many days do we put on this countdown? Who's paying attention, taking good notes? How many days do we put on the countdown, guys? You got it, 7. Okay, you guys, you guessed it right. So we're going to go in here, and I'm going to go up through December 10th, 11, we'll do 11. Okay, save changes. Next, we're going to want to directly integrate with Aweber. Watch how I do this, guys, right here. Okay, I'm going to click this link. This is how you double your list. You've got to get this step right. I'm going to click here. I'm going to select Aweber. I'm going to click Connect to my Aweber account. Okay, and once I do that, what will happen is it's actually going to pull in my list directly. So my list is going to get directly pulled in, and what I'll be able to do is say, you know what? I want those leads. So here are all my lists, okay, from Aweber. and I'm going to choose to drop these leads in. I'll pick whichever one I want, okay? And then I can customize some of these fields, okay? So that's a text field. Maybe you want to add another thing here and say, first name, right? Maybe you also want last name. Isn't this cool, Lynette, how I'm just adding this?
I know, it goes so quickly.
It's really easy. First name, last name, maybe you want phone number, right? If you're processing leads like Lynn might, maybe Lynn, you want those phone numbers, okay? Now keep in mind, every time you ask for something new, your conversion rate will go down because you're asking for more information, but your quality of leads will go up. Since we're optimizing for quantity of leads here, I'm gonna leave it as just the email opt-in. I can also change that button color if I like. So I'll go to that button color under advanced options, and I will change the color to a deep blue to match Lynn's logo. Perfect, see now they match. Build brand consistency. Next, again, we've got the click to like, click to share, click to tweet. We want to first drop your fan page URL right here. So when they click the like button, they'll be liking your Facebook page. So here's Lynn's. I'm going to paste it in. And then when people click share and tweet, I want them to say, I just entered, right, to win, and we need to come up with an incentive. This is the hardest part of these contests. You need to get the right incentive. And if you don't know what to use, I'm going to give an example for Lynn right now, and I'll also give 11 other examples at the end of the webinar that you'll have a chance to use for yourself. So I'm going to go see if I can find a little bit more about what Lynette does. I don't want to give away one of these products unless there's one that I'm not selling anymore. What I might do instead is pull one of these, okay, let's do this. Okay, this is a conference here. So maybe what Lynn's going to give away is a free ticket to this conference, right? What she sells is digital products. So we're not giving away what she sells. We're going to give away this ticket here. And again, if you're listening right now thinking about ideas to give away, think about complementary products, okay, to your own product. So your product that you sell every day is a hamburger. You want to identify the ketchup, the lettuce, the buns, the other things around your product that your ideal customer might be interested in. And Lynn, you'd agree with me, I think. This is so important not to give away your product, right? Oh, do we lose Lynn?
I think she's muted.
Oh, Lynn, you're good now.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think Lynn's muted, but I'd have to say, it sounds good.
Oh, Lynn Wicker, sorry, you're there, right? No, sorry, Lynette, I meant to ask you that. I'm so sorry. I'm dyslexic, and I saw Lynn Wicker and Lynette Young, and they both start with L-Y-N, kind of. Anyways.
I did that on purpose.
Lynette, this is really important, though, right?
It is, absolutely. I think that giving away something that complements your product or services also helps to narrow down the prospects that you'll be getting, much like we're not fans of giving away iPads. You want to give something away that people are going to find value of and kind of get them to be warm leads and not just some random person on Facebook that, is willing to take that gift or that prize and run.
Exactly, because what then happens, they have a low open rate in Aweber, there's an unsubscribe rate, you want to get high quality leads. So we've got the text in here exactly how we want it. I'll save changes, and now we've got everything updated. So I can now go into options here and change some of the background colors if I want. So if I wanted to match what Dr. Lynn kind of has as a background, she's generally using white, but I could pull in one of these patterns, right, to build some brand consistency here. And I could even change that background color if I wanted. There's a bunch of different colors you can use here, right, to match your own brand. I'm going to stick with white for now, okay? And I'm going to move forward and click Save and Preview. Save and Preview. Now, remember when I told you guys that the mobile was a must? Well, I spoke with several of you before the webinar, and yes, I'll tell you, I haven't killed any more flies. We're good to go. But what I want, if you have no idea what I'm talking about, just ignore what I just said. But the important thing to recognize here is that that mobile opt-in is critical. 50% of that online traffic is going to be mobile. So this button I'm about to click is one click that auto-generates a mobile version of your campaign. Many of you, if you've tried to build a mobile campaign in the past, some of you told me you've tried to spend $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 on external developers and designers to build this. So literally, this one button click saves you several $1,000s. Are you ready, guys, for me to click the button? Come on, come on. Are you guys ready for me to click the button or what? All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. So here's the preview. And we've got a gorgeous mobile version as well. Now, Lynette, you're seeing the same mobile traffic in the email marketing space as well, aren't you?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Great. So you've got a mobile version here. Guys, how many of you just had an aha moment? Tell me in the GoToWebinar questions, how many of you guys just watched me do that and you were just like, okay, this is really cool. I need to use this. Say aha in the GoToWebinar questions. Lynette, can you see what people are saying?
Yes, I do. I think it's amazing. I love light bulb moments.
I know. Amy said impressive, aha, great, wow. Very, very cool. Okay, let's move forward, guys, with the content. So I just showed you this live demo using Lynn Wicker. This concept works, though, guys, across industry. So let me answer a question that you might be wondering right now. Read the question on my screen. How many of you guys are thinking this? Right? You might be thinking, I don't understand. You told me Milena got 18,000 impressions and 4,500 emails. How did she get all these impressions with no ad spend, especially if she doesn't have 100 million likes? Well, here's how you get free traffic and leads with no ad spend. Here's Mari Scholl. She's a lot like all of you listening right now that are self-employed or your home business owners. She sells these bracelets, okay? Got 620 free impressions, captured 345 email addresses for a 55.6% conversion rate. So how'd she do it? How'd she get the free traffic? Well, here's the answer. Paul, meet Paul. Here he is with a little smirk on his face, okay? Now, Paul's obviously not real when you look at him on my screen, but you get the point. Paul is a fan of you. So if you have this one fan, Paul, here, what you want to do is get him to click that tweet or share button. Build the contest for him, incentivize him to click the share and tweet. And he does, and then all of a sudden you've got 5 of his friends coming into your campaign. So Paul's friends share and tweet your contest out to all of their followers. So 1 turns into 5, turns into 24 as more people share and tweet. Guys, does that make sense? This is how you use viral Facebook campaigns, even if you have, 1,000 Facebook likes, to still get engagement. And what's important to understand is you need at least 500 likes on your Facebook page to really get this ball rolling. So if you're listening right now and you don't have 500 likes, this strategy is not a good one for you. But as you build your page and eventually you get to 500 likes, this strategy starts to make a lot of sense based off the research we've done. Okay, let's move forward. That's how you get free impressions with no ad spend. And as a reminder, again, this works great if you have these 4 things. Go ahead and read these 4 things on my screen right now. So first, your Facebook page needs 500 likes or more. Okay, this works great if you want to double your Aweber email list. This also works great if your status updates are getting at least a few likes, comments, and shares, and you've got an Aweber list of at least 100 subscribers. So let me just ask you guys real quick, how many Aweber subscribers do you guys have on your list so I can get a sense of where you guys are at progression-wise? Go ahead and answer the poll on the screen right now. Lynette, any guesses?
I'm actually going to say 0 to 500. That's my guess.
You are so good at this. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. We have a close race happening. Well, not really. Oh, your guess is being run away with. Here we go. Guys, if you're not looking at the screen, go ahead and answer that poll. You're holding us up. Once you answer, we'll move forward. Perfect. Good. Okay, I'll close the poll. I'll share the results, and you can see, Lynette, you are dead on.
It's my job.
That's it, right? The majority of you guys, again, you're self-employed, you're small businesses just like me. We have 0 to 500 subscribers. So those of you that have less than 500 subscribers, you need an audience on your Facebook page or somewhere else for these strategies to work well for you. Okay, let's now hide these results and move forward back into the slide deck. Here's again what happens when one person tweets it and invites all their friends to get more traffic. This is what happened on Mari Scholl's campaign. Okay, this is what happened on Mari Scholl's campaign. Hundreds of these free tweets went out. They got her a bunch of free traffic, all right? How many of you guys want free stinking traffic, right? This is how you do it. Now, you might also be wondering, Nathan, my industry is not a normal one. Will Heyo work? Guys, tell me real quick in the GoToWebinar questions, what industry are you in? In the GoToWebinar questions, what industry are you in? Okay, great. Whatever industry you guys just typed in, okay, Heyo will work for you, and here's why. Here are some different industries that Heyo worked in. The golf industry, authors and speakers, a knitting company that got 3,200 new emails at a 64% conversion rate, right? Here's another one, a product company, okay, ebook, marketers, online marketers, internet marketers. No matter what industry you're in, if you've got at least a little bit of an audience, okay, Heyo will work for you. And lastly, Lynette, your audience, I'm sure, is wondering, wait, can I do this without having to do any code? Will it work? Again, I want to reintroduce you guys to Amy. Go ahead and read right here where my mouse is, the second sentence in black across the top of my screen. So you can see Amy said with Heyo, I was able to launch my campaign without using that frustrating code. And the Heyo ease of use was amazing. We're extremely pleased with the results and look forward to selling more bags using Heyo. So if you're like Amy and you know nothing about coding, Heyo is a perfect fit for you. So here's what you've learned so far. I introduced you to Milena, Paul, and Amy, marketing folks with no technical skills that launched a campaign that converted at 30% or more. I over-delivered and gave you 12 case studies of companies and businesses, small businesses and entrepreneurs that are self-employed, right, that captured thousands of email leads that were dropped directly into their Aweber lists. And I also used Lynn Wicker to walk through exactly how you can copy these strategies to build your list, drive engagement, and guys, increase your sales. Now, you'll want to stay tuned. We've got live Q&A coming up. Lynette's going to pick a winner to the Heyo Notes competition, and I'm going to show you our top converting campaign ever. So don't leave. Stay with me here. Here's what I'd like to know, though. I want you guys to go to this link right now, heyo.com/chat. heyo.com/chat. Go there right now. I'm going to meet you there. heyo.com/chat. Okay, and I see several of you just jumping in. Robin Wagner, Mohammed, Aaron, Todd, Maria, Tund, Will, Jamie, Shirley, Daniel, Lynn, Lynette. I can't say everyone fast enough because you're joining so fast. So I'll let everybody join real quick. heyo.com/chat. Heyo!
That's always the best thing, right? When we see each other, we're like, hey,
Heyo! And then we give each other a big hug. Okay, Lynette, I'm trying to see if I can get most of your community here in this chat room because, guys, I've got a big question for you. So all of you that just joined, hey, Braluna, Braulio Medina from Rio de Janeiro, good having you. Guys, tell me in the chat room right now, are there at least 2 things you've learned so far that you feel you can use immediately to build your Aweber email list using Facebook? If the answer is yes, give me a big ol' heck yes in the chat room. And throw in some exclamation points and capital letters, and if you're really feeling it, some crazy characters from a Japanese dictionary. What do you guys think? Lynette, what are they saying?
I think they're extremely creative. That's what I think. Heck yeah.
Sweet. I see a bunch of you guys saying heck yes, and money signs getting flown around, and Ray Holly and Carla Turnbull saying yes. Holy moly. Well, guys, here is my second question for you. We have put together something very special for AWeber folks only. That's you listening right now. But I don't want to go into pricing unless you guys are really interested. Otherwise, I'll skip over it and go directly to Q&A. So, Lynette, if your audience is interested in pricing this specific thing we've built for AWeber, I'd like them to type buy in heyo.com/chat. And if so, I'll spend 2-3 minutes here and get into the pricing. Lynette, why are you laughing? What are they saying?
Wow, this community is on fire. That's all I have to say.
Okay, let me go. I want to refresh the chat room right now. And let's say I'll do this if more than 50 or 60 folks said bye. Let me see here.
Probably. I can't count that fast, to be honest.
Oh, is it moving really fast?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see here. Holy moly. Okay. Whoa. Okay, definitely. Okay, I'll do it, guys. Here we go. So here's what we've done. Specifically, this is what's included in every Heyo package. So stop typing in the chat room, guys.
They're too excited.
I know. Refocus on my screens. Leave the chat room open, okay, but refocus on my screen here. Okay. Here's what's included in every Heyo package. But first, you'll be able to launch a campaign every other week. That means if you're thinking about launching a holiday campaign, this is great for you. You'll get access to our drag and drop photo and video contest templates so you don't have to code. You'll get direct access to our giveaway and sweepstakes template, which is what I demoed on this webinar. That's right, you'll be able to do everything I just demoed on this webinar. We'll also give you access to those lead generation templates, which you can use to double your AWeber list. As we mentioned, the fifth, you'll get direct integration with AWeber, so you won't have to worry about coding. The sixth thing you guys will get if you decide to purchase is we'll give you mobile versions of your campaigns so you can capture mobile leads without paying somebody else $3,000 to build your mobile version. You can stop paying freelance developers and designers finally, right, Lynette?
Yeah, right?
And then additionally, guys, you won't need to worry about Facebook shutting you down or other legal worries because we've put disclaimers in every contest and we've spent thousands of dollars on our own legal team to make sure that the contests are updated with Facebook's terms of service. And most importantly, Lynette, I know this is important to AWeber as well. We have super responsive customer support. In fact, you can see into our lives right here. That's what our desk looks like. That's how we do our ponytails. That's what our boom boom room looks like. Lynette, cool, huh?
Hey, you know what? That's probably why it's a good match because AWeber has amazing customer support as well too.
That's why we both love Red Bull. So yeah. That's what's including, guys, in every Heyo package. But like I told you guys, I totally owe Lynette. Here's why. I'll tell you a quick story. We're about 2 weeks before this Creative Live course, and I said, I need the expert in email marketing tied into social. I called Lynette. I said, Lynette, can you make it out to San Francisco from Philadelphia? Can you do this for me as a favor? She said, absolutely yes. She jumped right in. And I said, okay, I want you to bring your crazy, awesome hair and all. And she said, I'm in. So Lynette flew. She paid for it herself with AWeber, paid for it, got her out here to join me on stage in front of 14,000 small business owners. So Lynette, to pay you back and to say a big thank you, I put together this special bonuses exclusively for folks watching right now. They can't get these anywhere else. They're not going to get these from our website, Lynette. They're not going to get them anywhere else because we don't offer it. Are you ready?
I am. And, I just want to let everybody know I don't even know what this is going to be yet.
It's a surprise. I can't wait. Okay, here we go. First, as a bonus, if you decide to purchase today on the webinar, we're going to feature your fan page or business in a blog post to get you additional exposure. Okay, $97 value.
What?
I know. Second, you're going to love this. It gets better than that. You're going to get a personal one-on-one strategy call with either myself, that's right, comb over and all, or Jay to ensure that you guys are successful. We're real people. It's like we're software that you can hug. We're here for you. The third bonus you're going to get, 11 high converting ideas you can copy as an incentive or prize for your Facebook campaign. In fact, I'm flipping through it right now, okay, and it's fantastic. You guys absolutely want access to this. Okay, so 11 high converting campaign ideas that you're gonna love. The next, you're gonna get access to our invite only mastermind group. There's no other way to get access to it. It's a private Facebook group that I personally curate with the smartest marketing minds on the planet. They share data, they share results, and you guys will now have direct access to their brains. The fifth bonus you're gonna get is a downloadable PDF, okay, and a slide share of this slide deck. So Lynette, they're gonna get the whole slide deck that they can use to go back through whenever they want. Pretty cool, huh?
This is amazing. This is amazing.
Okay. I feel like OxyClean guy, but it totally gets better. The next one, you're gonna get this free ebook, guys, and this is the money. It's jam-packed. It's a free ebook, 10 Facebook contests that captured over 10,000 emails. In fact, I just tweeted a little bit ago, if you look in the Heyo Notes thread, a picture of me scrolling, looking through this here live in our little webinar room. It is fantastic. It's 10 pages long, breaks down every campaign and why it succeeds. You can see a sneak peek of that right here. And lastly, when Lynette and I recorded this course on Creative Live makes everybody pay $99 for the course. There's no other way you can get access. You have to pay 99 bucks. Well, with my comb over and a little bit of negotiation, we were able to actually get the recording of Lynette and I breaking down the nuts and bolts in a professionally shot video in a $3 million film studio with a live audience, exactly how to double your email list. And Lynette, your audience will not have to pay Creative Live. We're going to give that for free.
Shut the front door. I can't believe you did this.
I know. I got it. I totally got it. So guys, here's what you're going to get. Again, all these great bonuses. And in summary, you're going to get all these features on the left that I broke down. Easy to use contests to double your list, great support, do it yourself. And additionally, you're going to get over $480 in bonus value. And this isn't made up bonus value. You'd actually have to pay 480 bucks for these, like that Creative Live course. You'd actually have to pay 99 bucks. You're going to get it for free. You only will get this AWeber deal, guys, if you go to heyo.com/AWeber right now. heyo.com/AWeber deal. Sorry, AWeber deal right now. And when you do that, you'll have access to purchase. And if you purchase before the end of this webinar, you'll get all of these bonuses that I put together to pay back and say thank you to Lynette. So Lynette, thank you for having me on. We've got a lot still ahead, but what do you think? Should people take advantage of this or not?
You know what? I'm like, I want to get off the webinar headphones and go get my personal credit card. Like, you're ridiculous. I can't believe you told me you had a surprise for me. You didn't tell me you had like a half a dozen or more surprises for me. This is crazy.
Well, we wanted to really amp it up, and I totally realized I didn't even say the price. Guys, you're getting all of this for 300 bucks one time for the year, okay? We charge on our website 300 bucks. You're getting all the additional bonus value built in. It's basically like getting a $400 check literally in your bank account right now. So you want to go get this, grab it now so you can launch that campaign for the holidays and use it to double your AWeber list. So Lynette, I wanted to make sure I didn't let you down. What did you think about the content? Do you think folks learn from this even if they decide not to buy?
You know, I do, and that's the thing I love about information that you give out, Nathan, is that you want to give value regardless of who's coming in to listen. Every single person, I think, that listens to this webinar can absolutely find value, go forward and help increase their, not only their Facebook, but their email list as well too. I mean, everything else is icing, but you know, this is really a ridiculously amazing deal. I think everybody should jump in on it.
Oh, that's awesome, Lynette. Thank you so much. And I'm about to unmute folks we talked to at the beginning of the webinar, like Carolyn Atkins, Amy Paget, and Dan Gartner. But first, I want to reiterate, this is a great fit for you if you've got 500 likes or more on your Facebook page, if you want to build your AWeber email list, if you're getting engagement on your status updates, you know, a few likes, comments, and shares, and if you've got at least 100 subscribers on your AWeber list, okay? It's a great fit for you. If you don't fit this, I would encourage you not to purchase. You're not ready yet. That doesn't mean we won't help you. We have a lot of great content on our blog. We're happy to help you. Just don't spend your money yet because you can't get value from this quite yet. On the other flip side, if you do fit, we know you're going to get value from this. You want to go to heyo.com/AWeber deal right now to grab it. And Lynette, here's what we've done. If people are watching right now and they're not sure if they should purchase, we're actually putting in a 100% 30-day risk-free guarantee, 0 questions asked. What that means is if you go to heyo.com/AWeber deal right now, okay, again, when you go right now to heyo.com/AWeber deal and you purchase the $300 option, if in 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 days, for whatever reason, your dog died, the campaign didn't get the results you wanted, you were traveling for the holidays, so you didn't have time to execute a campaign, for whatever reason, no questions asked, we'll give you a refund. And that is stamped with my signature, my personal signature of approval. So, Lynette, we've tried to make this a no-brainer for folks. What do you think?
I think it's amazing, and I think that this is actually a really good time of year to try this because, normally people kind of want to slow down. They get busy with the holidays. They kind of they throttle back a little bit with their marketing efforts when it comes, especially small businesses, because we all wear so many hats. And, I think that this is the best time ever. When your competition is throttling back, you need to push forward, and I think this is a really good opportunity to do this. So take this 30 days and, just crush it out of the park.
That's great. Heyo.com/AWeber deal. And guys, here's why you want to work with us. This is if you're still not going to Heyo.com/AWeber deal, look at my screen right now. This is a screenshot from my Gmail account. These are some campaigns that are running on Heyo right now. Look at the emails they're capturing and the conversion rates they're getting. Every conversion rate is above 20%. I mean, it is amazing. And if you fit that mold that I just described, you will have success with Heyo. And again, you see my mouse, that's got my personal signature, my phone number with 100% 30-day risk-free guarantee. So again, here's a summary of what you get, and you can grab it by going to heyo.com/AWeber deal. Now, coming up, guys, we've got full Q&A. Lynette's going to pick a winner to the notes competition, and I'm going to show you our highest converting campaign ever. But first, let me unmute some folks that I spoke with at the beginning of the webinar. I'm going to find Caroline Atkins, who we spoke with. Okay, I'm going to scroll down to Caroline, ABC. I can't get Caroline because Lynette, it's so hard with so many people on. I can't get to names. Let me see here. ABC. Okay, there she is. Okay, Caroline. Okay, Caroline, I think I got you unmuted. Is your mic connected?
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, so it's what now, 4 a.m., 4:30 a.m. there in Australia, right?
Yes, that's right.
And you're not sleeping. This is a good thing.
No, I'm not sleeping at all.
What did you think about the content? Was it worth your time or what?
Oh, yes. It's just learning to understand it. Look, it gave me some great ideas just by what I'd seen other people had done, and I've written lots of notes down here of what I could do. Like I loved the I Love Camping. They're articles that I could personally use out of my business, but not actually using the embroidery.
Great. Good. That's great. That's great to hear, Caroline. And what I want to do is, guys, remind everybody, we've got live Q&A coming up to answer all of your questions. But Lynette, I see a bunch of people purchasing. I want to welcome Astrom Lucas, Barbara Clements, Alan Robatham, Rita, Devin Darash, Paul Owen, Jill, Georgina, Erica Hooft, Mark Reisner, Debbie, Nancy. We're going to talk to a bunch of these folks in a bit. There's so many, I can't name them all. But Lynette, people, especially the folks listening right now who are self-employed small business owners, they're taking advantage of this just like you expected.
Absolutely amazing to hear this.
Yeah, and I'm going to go in now and see if I can unmute a few of these folks. So Astrom Lucis just purchased. Astrom, I believe I have you unmuted. Is your microphone connected? Astrom, can you hear me? Okay, Astrom's microphone is not connected. That is okay. Astrom, welcome to Heyo. Let me go into Barbara Clements. Barbara, I've got you. Is your microphone connected?
I'm here.
Hey, Barbara, how are you?
I'm fine.
Good. Well, hey, I want your opinion. What did you think about the content, and why did you just go to heyo.com/AWeber deal and you put in your credit card and purchased the $300 option? Why did you do it?
Well, it just seems to be the sensible thing to do. I have 3 things I'm working on, and I think this can propel me forward. Now, I'm not sure. I have to check and see if I fit into this ratio, but we'll work it out somehow.
I love that attitude, Barbara. Well, hey, welcome to Heyo. We're thrilled to have you.
Thank you very much.
You bet. Okay, let's go grab Alan Robotham just checked out as well. I want to welcome Alan if I can find him. Alan, you're unmuted. Is your microphone connected?
Yeah.
Hey, how are you?
Okay, thanks.
Good. Hey, tell me real quick, what did you think about the content and why did you just purchase?
Well, my focus is on spirituality, and I do a newsletter, and I'm looking to monetize it. And I think this is a way that's going to work to monetize it.
That is great. I mean, and again, a lot of the reasons people do this is for that exact reason. Lynette, you're going to totally kill me for this, but I was not expecting so many people to purchase. I was expecting 5 or 10. The problem is our first bonus where we actually write a blog post for each business. That takes a ton of time. So if it's okay with you, can we do this for 5 more folks and then shut it down and move forward?
All right, 5 more. So everybody better start typing fast. That's all I got to say.
We'll do 5 more. And again, we've already had, man, I can't even count, but tons. Joe, Kevin, Ben, Linda. And you guys want to stay tuned because in about 120 seconds, I'm going to move forward into Q&A. I'm going to show you our highest converting campaign ever, and we'll pick a winner to the contest. But again, if you're sitting on the edge, you want to take action now and go to heyo.com/AWeber deal to purchase. We'll do this for 5 more of you guys. heyo.com/AWeber deal. Okay, let's, Lynette, see if we can talk to 1 or 2 more folks from your audience before we move forward. I'm going to look for Devin. It looks like Devin Darash, ABC D. Where's Devin? There's Devin.
All right.
Devin,
Heyo.
Go ahead.
So, I was going to say, Nathan, while you're doing this, I'm going to check out for 1 minute, but I promise I'll be right back.
Okay, perfect. Devin Darash, I've got you unmuted. Can you hear me? Is your mic connected? Okay, no, Devin, that is okay. Let's move forward. I'm going to see if I can find Amy Paget. Amy Paget. Hey, there she is. Amy, I've got you unmuted. Is your microphone connected?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, great. Good. Okay, so
I'm
hey,
here.
what did you think about the content?
You know, it was really useful. I'm not quite at the point for buying this yet, though.
Well, good. If folks are at a point where you don't have 500 likes or you don't have some form of audience, Amy, it's not a good fit right now. But we still want to help you out. So how can we help you? Where do you feel most stuck right now?
I'm really just starting out. I'm looking at building my list. I'm still working at building product as well.
Amy, let me just jump in real quick. I don't want folks to miss out on this if they're interested. We just had Tammy Dowling, Matine Hepburn, Jane Loken, and Wendy Denton just purchased. So we'll do 1 more of these, Amy, for somebody. But while that's up here and while that last one disappears, tell me again, Amy, you're stuck at what point in your funnel? Amy, did I lose you?
Well, I'm also yeah, I'm really just at I'm just starting out.
Great. Well, good. We're here to help you out. Blog.heyo.com is a great resource to use if you've got questions there. So we're happy to help you. Okay, again, guys, heyo.com/AWeber deal. We've got 1 of these left. What I'm going to do now is move forward into live Q&A. Okay, live Q&A. So if you've got questions, again, you can ask me now. I'll do this for about 7 minutes. You can post the questions on Twitter. You can post them on the GoToWebinar chat. You can also post them in the chat room. So go ahead and do that now. Okay, ask your questions. And in the meantime, what I'm going to do is ask you real quick, guys. Some of you might be like Amy, right? You're not actively using social, but tell me real quick via the poll on your screen, how many of you guys are active on social? How many of you guys are looking to launch a Facebook campaign either for your business or for your clients? Select yes on the poll right now if that's you.
All right, Nathan, I'm going to vote and say yes, that lots of people are active on social and are looking to grow their business and their email list that way. Tell me if I'm right.
Okay, you're like ahead of the game. I love doing webinars. Okay, let's see. We've got 33% have voted. Okay, 40. Perfect. I'm going to close the poll, guys, in about 5 seconds. Go ahead and answer it if you haven't already. 3, 2, 1. Close. Lynette, you're right. So about 83%.
Whoa.
You bet that you wish this was like, what's that millionaire game show where you have to guess the right answer?
Oh, yeah, that'd be awesome.
You'd be like multimillionaire by now. All right, guys. Good. Thanks for answering that. Again, we've got one of those left, heyo.com/AWeberDeal. And I now want to go in and see what questions we have coming in. Lynette, do you see any big questions that we have coming in that I should answer?
Let's see. I'm going to check the chat. Let's see. Well, I have to say there's a lot of community support here. A lot of people are like offering to like other people's pages to try to get them up to that 500 Facebook likes. So I'm loving the community here.
Oh, good. Good.
So we're also looking for some
people.
Yes.
Jill Hess just asked, I just signed up. I'm excited. Where do we get the bonus? Guys, the bonus is, again, it's only for you watching right now, and we have one left. I'll email those to you immediately following the webinar, Jill. Good question. Lynette, sorry, what were you saying?
No, I'm just looking through the questions, and a lot of people are just excited to be able to get started. And they kind of, some people, it's kind of funny. They're looking to see how Heyo compares to lead pages, but I'm just getting that question on Twitter as well. And I'll just kind of jump in there and saying that to me they work very well together. Lead pages is exactly that. It's a way to easily and without technical help create landing pages, but that's not a Facebook thing, right? If you're talking about Facebook and contests and growing your lists and growing your subscribers, it's definitely on the Heyo side. So each product is different. If you hit the AWeber blog at blog.aweber.com, our most recent blog post actually goes through and gives AWeber's tips for what was successful for us in 2014 and going forward with 2015. And it explains the differences between all the products, and Heyo was actually our pick for 2015 for social integration. Heyo!
Well, guys, again, I'm good friends actually with Clay Collins. We met at a brainstorm in San Francisco on a rooftop, talked about the Lead Pages business after they raised the $5 million investment. He's got a great vision for where he's taking the company. What I'd say is they're very good at lead generation in the typical landing page format. If you're looking to take advantage of consumer eyeballs on social, which, you know, there's over 2 billion people logging on and using Facebook each quarter, you want to go in and take advantage of that. You know, turn a fan into a marketer for you using the tweet, share, and like buttons. So you can absolutely use both Lead Pages and Heyo together. They work great.
Yeah, and I have to say, to add that, I have a lot of what I do as a digital marketer is what I call the digital marketing trifecta, right? It's web, it's email, and it's social. Lead Pages is really strong for web. Heyo is really, really strong for social, and AWeber is really strong for email. So that is your trifecta.
There you go. And, you know, a big question we hear all the time, Lynette, and we just did a study with the Wall Street Journal on this that was printed nationwide, is, you know, Facebook reach in general is decreasing. People right now watching might be thinking, I really want to buy, but I'm not buying because I used to get better reach on my Facebook page, and now I don't. What happened? Well, here's the answer, guys. As Facebook grows in popularity, more people, more businesses like us are trying to get status update exposure in people's news feeds. But the real estate of the news feed is the same. So it's like trying to put more oranges in the same box. Like eventually you need more boxes or people need more news feeds. That's not going to happen. So the way you win is by creating compelling, engaging content like the photo contest or video contest or giveaway contest I just articulated. And when you engage the fans like that, you build affinity or you build that relationship with your fan it then becomes more likely that Facebook will show fans your status updates. So they all work together. What other questions are you seeing, Lynette, come in? Any big ones?
I'm scrolling through now. Thankfully you presented amazing information, and everyone is just really happy with what they've gotten so far and with their results.
Okay, I love that. That's good. I do also want to say I see that John Lynch just purchased. So we have no more left, unfortunately. Of course, we'll honor those of you right now that are on heyo.com/aweberdeal. If you're already there typing your information in, we'll honor that. Just go ahead and finish checking out here in the next 30, 40 seconds, and we'll honor that. We have about a minute left, 45 seconds left of questions. Then we're going to go into our highest converting campaign ever and the winner of the notes contest. So, Lynette, what's another big question you're seeing floating out there?
A lot of it is people are just looking to figure out how they can get to that 500 mark for Facebook likes.
So there's a lot of great resources, guys, to get your first 100 likes or get up to 500. You can use content posting strategies from companies like Canva, WordSwag, Buffer, Hootsuite. If I was going to give you a blanket rule and give you 3 strategies you can use right now to go from 0 likes to 500, here they are. Write these down. The first is you want to use, so we're done with questions. We'll move forward in a second. The first status that you want to use is fill in the blank. So say something like, how many, or Jay, what's like a good fill in the blank? Or do a number one. So fill in the blank works great. A number one also works good. So what year was our business founded in? Tell us your guess in the comments. Another one is to give A and B type status updates, like, hey, do you like version A or version B better? Okay, like maybe it's a new brand or a new product. Another good example is anything that's yes or no. So, hey guys, yes or no? Should I go to the conference in Australia or not? Like, yes or no? Should we launch this product or not? Yes or no? Should we use this color or not? So use fill in the blank, yes or no, or number status updates to drive up your likes from 0 to 500 likes. Lynette, how was that?
Those were amazing tips and tactics, and I'll have to say, if the one thing the internet is good for is to get people's opinions, they will always be willing to give that.
Absolutely, right? And they'll love you for asking, right? Okay.
Exactly.
They'll love you for asking. Okay, let's move forward, guys. This is our highest converting campaign ever, and I always save something special for people that stay until the end of our webinar. So you're about to get that. Here it is. The highest converting campaign ever is done by King Tut's Wawa Hut. We're having a little concert, 5 to 10 people over at the restaurant with the Biffy Clyro band playing. So they set up their campaign, they integrated directly with their Aweber list, and they also launched a mobile version of that same campaign, which you see here. After they launched the mobile and the desktop version of their campaign, okay, this is what it looked like, and they got people to click like, share, and tweet. They also posted a status update that drove traffic back into the contest. Again, that's how you get that initial Paul who then tells everybody else. So when people clicked like, share, and tweet, this campaign captured 2,600 emails at a 57% conversion rate. And here's why. Look at all these tweets the campaign generated, totally free.
That's a lot of scrolling tweets there.
It's amazing, isn't it? I mean, imagine all the notifications on your Twitter account when you see all these coming in, and they all link back to the Facebook contest, Lynette. Now,
that's amazing. I'd love to see my mobile phone blow up like that.
Well, this is going to surprise you guys. I decided to email the creator of this campaign. Here's what I wrote them. This is a screenshot from my Gmail. Okay, so I was congratulating Kaj for a great campaign. Look at what she wrote back. Right, she said, Nathan, that's fantastic. We have a great response, but to be honest, the contest was so good, it drove itself. That's what I mean when I say we know these work because they're over-optimized. Okay, again, guys, we ran out of this one, unfortunately. I see some of you trying to finish your sign up. If you have questions, call Chris and Lauren. They're right here in the office at 1-800-884-8640, and they'll help you out. In the meantime, Lynette, we need to pick a winner. So I'm going to ask everyone, submit your notes using hashtag Heyo Notes on Twitter right now, and Lynette's going to be surveying to pick her favorite notes to win the Heyo t-shirt. So go ahead and do that now.
Okay. Is everybody in?
Let's see here. And I'm going to go open it, Lynette, on my computer too so everybody can see it. We'll go hashtag Heyo Notes. We'll click Photos, and let's see if we've got some entries here. Oh, cool.
It's crazy, right?
It's amazing. Karen got her nails done just for this webinar. Hand model there. All right. These are great. All right.
Okay.
Refresh, and then go ahead and you pick your winner.
Do you want to know who I picked as my winner?
Yep.
Okay. Penny S. Kelly.
Okay. Which image was
She is at. I'm gonna give it to you in a second. Let's see which one. Hers is sideways. You'd have to scroll. There you go. There you go. That looks like hers. There you go.
diagram and everything.
It was so many notes she had to put it sideways.
Oh, I love it. Well, Penny, congratulations. We're going to reach out to you. Christina, who's managing our Twitter feed right now, is going to send you a tweet asking for you to contact us. We'll get you that shirt sent. And we're also going to get Lynette you a shirt sent here before the end of the deal.
Deal.
Good. Well, guys, this is really fantastic. It has been a blast. Lynette, I hope your community learned a bunch. How would you sum up before I show and give one last thing here at the end? How would you sum up this webinar?
Overflowing.
Overflowing.
Overflowing with knowledge, with information, with tactics from you. The Heyo and now AWeber community has now joined together. They're helping each other out. I'm seeing the start of something amazing here.
I feel like we need to break into song. No, I'm just kidding. We won't.
We're not going to. We promise.
Well, Annette, I have really enjoyed this. And more importantly, guys, it was so good getting to know all of you, whether it was Karen Anderson, who just run, or Gail Bennett, Ryan Feltham, or Georgiana Covell, or Sam Barefoot. There was we had over 1,000 people join Lynette. So, hey, you know how we roll. We're posting good content, guys. Those of you that are listening and you're wondering how to learn more from Heyo, you can do so at blog.heyo.com. We're actually going to head over there right now and answer and get some of the comment streams on the post if you have questions. But in the meantime, Lynette, we've got to end on a big old Heyo. Are you ready?
All right. You ready?
1, 2, 3. Heyo!
Heyo!
All right, guys. My name is Nathan Latka. I'm the CEO and founder of Heyo. Lynette, thank you so much for having me on. And guys, we'll see you on the other side. Take care. Bye-bye.